Hi. I'm going to be reading from a couple works today. The first being Political AF, a Rage Collection, published by our very own Jonathan with Unlikely Books. And I just want to thank you for giving space for my rage. It won't all be rage. I have another book I'll be reading from, but let's start with rage. Oh, and if you can't see this from your distance, but it's a uterus raising her fist, so that gives me an idea. Okay, the first poem is called The Meadow. The meadow considers the velvety slick on her skin, sips at its edges, trickles it into her pores. Only a taste this time, she swears, until she falls in love once more with her own wet heft. The meadow umbers herself from the silken pool, plumps herself, besotted, against the dead, skin to skin, until she hates herself again. Eve shrieked, and the meadow has hated herself ever since, has drawn the stain down deep inside, sworn never to drink again. She tries to make do with the blood of calving, of roadkill, of fallen chicks. But the meadow remembers the hiss of knife through skin, the lavish spill, the crimson burst of Abel. The meadow hums her thirst and hates herself, thinks dynasty and hates herself, murmurs empire, infidel, and motherland and hates herself because she knows. She hums her thirst and mumbles tyranny, whispers homeland and hates herself, trills liberty and waits. Glory, she croons. Hallelujah, she cries, and hates herself because she can almost taste it. The meadow sings birthright and hates herself, calls out, shall not be infringed, and hates herself, and sings and sings and sings until she feels that velvety slickness on her skin, sips at its edges, trickles it into her pores just one last time. She swears. I'm pissed off about a few things, and this is one of the things you'll pick up on in this poem. It's called In the New Republic. In the New Republic, we will call men sir, or baby, or master, whichever they prefer at the time. In the New Republic, there'll only be broadcast cat videos, and cooking shows, and Puppy Bowl, and The Bachelor, never The Bachelorette. And the bachelors will put all the women they've ever wanted into a row and choose one of us and choose her and choose her and choose her until they tire of thrusting their rose-red stems into her face. In the New Republic, we won't ask for the truth anymore, but they'll tell it to us with a slap on the cheek, with their hands on our throats, with gleaming pistoled fists. They'll say these new truths are self-evident, but we'll know they're not new. They are ancient. In the New Republic, sharp objects will not be allowed, so we'll sit together and knit our shrouds with our hands. We'll scrape wool stitches over tender knuckles onto yellow-blue arms and wonder exactly which outrage crazed the glass, whose blind eye shattered the shield between us and the New Republic. In the New Republic, we will have no choice but to knit and whisper steel into each other's spines, remind each other of the dreams we've dripped into our daughters' ears. In time, they will know how to dig and where our bones lie, how to slip through the dark, how to use stones to quietly fracture us, sharpen us into the slicing edge of a jagged new age. I'm going to bring it up for a second. This is from Cersei's Bicycle, which is also at the Unlikely Stories booth, and I'm using it as a lure, so if you buy 2 Unlikely books, you can walk away with this one for free, Cersei's Bicycle. So buy this. All right, this one is called Freedom Bras. This morning I woke up and looked at my bras. Washed yesterday, hung to dry, lined up like the heads of my enemies. Bras of a certain age, like the ones my mother wore when I wondered why they looked like tanks. Look who's driving tanks now. They're softer and smaller, but still a far cry from the tiny, sleek models I zipped around in after ditching my sister's scratchy hand-me-downs. Training bras, because discomfort needs practice. How many times, sneaking out the door to play, hand on the doorknob, did my shoulders hunch at my mother's voice? Put on a bra. Hitch on that ancient lace-strewn itch monkey. That's the cost of admission to the world, my dear. The fee for growing up. That's the price of freedom. More rage. Okay, I guess you can tell I'm kind of concerned about a specific issue from this next poem I'll read. It's called Vessels of the State. We will no longer refuse you. We will give birth and give birth to all required infants from all of our partners and all our assailants, and we will give birth to whatever we can, from babies to manna to Bibles to frying pans. We will give birth to world peace and war. We will give birth to more and more and more, and we will give birth to swarms of locusts and shaggy red devils with razor-sharp horns, and we will give birth to dashing steel daggers and gleaming new teeth, and we will give birth to braziers and pitchforks to praise you. For you, we will grow as many vaginas as Kali has arms. Our vulvas will steam, sulfuric, primordial, deliver your mandates, and scald doctors' hands with Vesuvial pitch. We'll never stop birthing and crossing state lines, dropping your children like landmines until tempests whirl from sin-tainted chasms and chains pour forth from between our legs to hold us down, and still we will bear lava and wait for our lovers, our husbands, our rapists, our fathers, our uncles, our brothers. We'll bear for them too and praise them and raise up new sons and new vessels, just as you command of us, vessels of the state. All right, two more. We're going to turn the corner to hope, resistance. So this is called In Contradiction to the Commander's Standards and Wishes. And some of you may recall toward the beginning of the previous administration, there were 7 words that the CDC was advised to avoid if they wished to maintain current funding levels. So this poem plays with those words. I base my poetry on science, in contradiction to the commander's standards and wishes. I sing of diverse transgender fetuses, write evidence-based verse in praise of science-based wonders, rhyme vulnerable with beautiful, while capital millionaires line their pockets with non-chlorophyllite green and almost forget to chip the children in their trickle-down amnesia. I base my poetry on science, in consideration with community standards and wishes, based on faith, in reason, in empathy, in data, in compassion, in knowledge, in questioning, in science. And I'll end with a poem from the Lure book, remember, unlike the books table. This is called When Peanut Butter Baby Ruled the World. It began with the dreaming mothers. No one ever found out why, but one by one, the new babies came into the world. Pickle baby, ice cream baby, crispy tofu baby. The first births were recorded by nurses with trembling hands. Others came, chocolate baby, Nutella baby, marshmallow baby. The phenomenon had no ground zero, no borders. Doctors around the world compared notes. Cassava baby, chickpea baby, spicy squid baby, and searched for a cure, meanwhile pleading with mothers to maintain their health. The mothers tried. Asparagus baby, broccoli baby, peanut butter baby, but they had needs. Bacon baby, rum baby, maraschino cherry baby, tiny umbrella baby. They couldn't control their dreams. Vodka baby, wine baby, gin and tonic baby, highball baby. Of all the things they couldn't have, Marlboro baby, Virginia Slims baby, raw cookie dough baby, unpasteurized milk baby. The doctors kept waking them up to feed them applesauce and admonishments, but they kept on dreaming. Imported soft cheese baby, beef tartare baby, sushi baby, swordfish baby, just about any goddamn fish baby. Until finally the mother said, enough. We still love pickle baby, and crispy tofu baby, and peanut butter baby, and highball baby, and yes, even just about any goddamn fish baby is okay. They're all our babies. Then they dreamed whatever they wanted. And by the time peanut butter baby grew up and ruled the world, there were even more kinds of babies, like equal pay baby, no more street harassment baby, corporate leadership equity baby, elimination of female genital mutilation baby, and respect your elders baby, who eventually had to hell with plastic surgery baby, and male pregnancy baby, who gave immediate birth to right to choose baby and her twin, self-determination baby. And when self-determination baby usurped the throne, her first and last order, before abolishing the position of ruler of the world, was to tell the mothers to dream and keep on dreaming. Thank you.